Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We did want to start by apologizing for anyone that joined the webinar an hour ago due to the daylight savings time change. The correct time was meant to be 9 a.m. Pacific, but we really appreciate your patience. So thank you for coming. We're very excited to walk you through our new AI Agent Copilot suite. We'll show you 4 different features designed to support your agents and help them become more efficient. I'm Jason Copeland, a success manager at Helpshift, and joining us, we have Tanya and Neha, who are the product managers behind Copilot, and they're going to walk you through all of the features and show you what they can do. Before we begin, I just have a few notes that you can submit your questions at any time using the Q&A box, and we'll address as many questions as we can either in chat or during the Q&A session at the end. And if you're having any technical issues, try refreshing your browser. If that doesn't work, please let us know in the chat and we'll do our best to assist you. This session is being recorded and everyone will receive a link to that recording later today. Next. So here's the plan. We're going to introduce each feature to you and explain what they can do before then going into a live demo so that you can see it all for yourselves. After that, we wanted to share some results and reactions from our early adopters and the impact that we've seen on key metrics so far. Then we'll end this with the Q&A and answer some questions that have come up throughout the session. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason, and welcome everyone to the webinar. Let's start by doing some reality check. According to multiple CX surveys, 70% of the agents feel that high ticket volumes is the biggest challenge that they face. And 50% of agents' time is just spent in searching for information and gathering context for resolving the tickets. Average handling time is generally 20% longer when agents have to go outside the ticket and analyze more context around the issue that was presented by the user and also analyze the sentiment of the user. Last but not the least, poor communication costs businesses billions due to customer churn. And how do we tackle that? We need to provide our agents with customer tools, customer support tools that are not just faster but are also smarter. Bringing to you our AI agent Copilot, which consists of 4 features: AI sentiment, AI compose, AI summary, and AI reply. For some of you who were part of the beta program, know these features as sentiment analysis, smart compose, issue summary, and suggest response. So moving on, so what exactly are these 4 features doing? So AI summary, as the name suggests, it helps agents quickly grab the context around the issue and highlights the key details of that issue in a clear, concise format. AI Compose helps the agents improve the quality of their responses, either by changing the tone as per brand guidelines, doing a spell check and a grammar check within Helpshift instead of using outside tools, and also helps expand responses so that they are able to quickly send them across to the user. Next is AI Reply. It helps agents draft responses quicker, and the AI generates these responses based off of past conversations which related to the similar or same issue. And lastly, AI sentiment, it is based out of Helpshift's proprietary AI technology, which not only shows the sentiment of the user at the beginning of the ticket, but tracks it throughout the ticket journey and shows a centimeter throughout for agent's reference. Moving on. So what we did was we surveyed all the agents who were part of the beta program to understand what were the use cases that they focused on while using these 4 key features. And what we received is as follows. For AI sentiment, they said that it helped them to track tickets which had a declining sentiment so that they could focus on them and hence improve CSAT ratings in the end. For AI reply, they felt that they could fast track the responses that they had to craft because they got all the similar issues handy and it was quickly to grab the context, and also form responses, specifically in complex use cases like gameplay. For AI summary, it was really handy to grab the quick context of the ticket instead of scrolling through the history of the messages. And lastly, AI Compose helped them enhance the quality of the responses without leaving Helpshift or using any third party tool. So it was really easy for them to have a very AI assisted journey. And to actually see it in action, today I hand over to Neha to give us a live demo.
Thank you, Tanya. Hi, everyone. So in previous slides, we explored what is AI Copilot, what are the features that are offered, and the key use cases. Now I'm going to show you a live demonstration of how these four features come together in a real life support scenario. So let me go to the support screen. Is my screen visible, the dashboard?
Yes, Neha.
Oh, okay, thanks. Cool. So before heading into the demo, let me explain the scenario first. So we have a player, his name is Alex, and he loves to play his game, right? But today he's facing some concern, and the concern is about missing rewards. And that's where he wants to take help from the support, and he has reached out for the same. On the other side, the issue was initially handled by a bot and later by an agent. They have tried to investigate the issue, but the shift of this agent has ended and he has now transferred this issue. Meanwhile, the issue is still unresolved and now Alex has become frustrated. Now, I am Neha and I am going to handle this case. I am actually responsible for monitoring this view. This is a declining sentiment view where all the issues where sentiment is dropping gets captured. Alex's issue is also part of this, and I'm going to take up this case from here. Yeah. Cool. So to start up, right, the first step for me is to understand the issue thoroughly. So typically what I do is I go through all of these messages that has happened so far and try to gather the context. Right? But now with the help of AI summary, I can quickly grab this context with a single click. This summary is a structured format which gives me details about the main issue. So what is the issue about? The relevant data that the player has shared, in this case, Alex, any investigation that the bot and previous agent has taken, and the resolution steps if anything has happened in terms of resolution. This gives me a quick context of the entire conversation without sifting through all these messages manually. And I actually like this structured format of the summary because it keeps the summary consistent across all the issues, right? And that's why I like to use it. So I'm going to give a quick feedback on this. And also, I always prefer, once I generate the summary, I copy it and paste it as a private note, right? This is for myself, so it is handy when I'm solving this case. And also in case if I'm not able to solve this issue and goes to the next agent, it is also handy for them, right? Once once I understand the entire issue, this case, then the next step for me is to formulate an appropriate response for this. Now, there are a couple of steps that I have to take in order to come up with that response. First is I would go back and search for similar past issues, right? Which again takes some time, right, to go back and see. And sometimes I also have to search through the internal keys. All of this is very manual and time-consuming process, and it takes time for me to come back with appropriate response. But now I leverage AI reply and generate a response which is context-aware and precise. So here AI has suggested me a response which talks about, that all of the leftover points will be converted into special rewards for Alex. And for me, it looks like a relevant response. It can solve Alex's concern. But at times when I'm not sure about this response, I double check it by looking into the similar issues right, that are enlisted here. And now that this response is quite relevant, I'm going to use this here. Before sending this, as I know that Alex is already frustrated, I would like to, use adjust a tone here. I prefer using a warm and friendly tone. So in AI Compose, I use this function, sound more friendly, and convert this into a more friendly and warm tone. So I replace this and I'm good to send this now. So I have sent this response. And with this, I also want to check with Alex if he has any further issues, right? So whenever I manually type a response, I always prefer giving a quick quality check by using AI Compose grammar and spell check option. So it gives me a quick error-free message, and I can use that to send it across. So now that I have given the resolution, right, I would resolve this case. And once I resolve, CSAT bot gets triggered. And now if you see on the right side of the screen, Alex is prompted with CSAT rating. So Alex need to give CSAT rating for the support experience. Let's say Alex is satisfied with it and he has given 4 as a rating and submitted it. So if you see, he submitted, and we see that the sentiment here is converted to positive. So we see that we can see entire evolution of sentiment that has happened so far in the issue, and also it reflects the recent CSAT rating. So even if the initial sentiment was neutral or negative, but at the end the player is satisfied and given 4 as a rating. So it has reflected that in the user sentiment. So that's how overall, we can leverage all these Copilot features together to solve a support case. Now that we have seen, the transformative journey through this demo, let me also take you through benefits of the Agent Copilot features. So firstly, all these features, have one other benefit. So it helps in resolution of issues in a faster manner. It reduces handle time, especially issue summary, like AI summary and AI reply, because they give you a quick reply and summary give you a quick context of the issue. In terms of Smart Compose, it is helpful in a way when you have to give a quality check to your responses. So to refine them and bring more clarity to them. AI sentiment detects the sentiment of user and help you convert that negative experience into positive ones. And apart from that, these features help agents to optimize the workflows by eliminating the manual tasks. So in peak issue volume, agent have a lot of cognitive load. So by reducing this manual tasks with the help of AI, this can actually enhance their experience. Apart from this, agents can also give live feedback for the accuracy of the responses and summaries. And there's customization also, like in terms of usability and flexibility. Agents can use this feature as per their needs. Like if they need an entire suite, they can leverage that. If they need specific features, they can go for it. And apart from all of this, the most important thing is security. We provide enterprise-grade security for all of these features. We operate under zero data retention policy. So no data is retained and used for training purposes. And also we are doing PII masking. So any issue that has PII data, would be masked and then sent then sent to the LLM. And also when it is getting back to the agent, it is then unmasked. So those are the practices that we are following in terms of security and staying compliant. Next, along with the suite, Copilot feature suite, we are also providing foundational analytics Foundational analytics help brands to track and explore essential performance indicators, such as issue resolved, CSAT, time to resolve, and trends about those. And it also provides feature filter where brands can compare the issues, with feature usage and without feature usage. So they can actually compare the performance and take data-driven decisions. Next, I will hand it over to Jason for sharing the customer success stories. Over to you, Jason.
Thanks, Neha. Yeah, so before I dive into these stories, we just wanted to point out that this has been a staggered beta launch. So these stories are mostly from AI Summary and AI Sentiment, which have been in beta for quite some time now. AI Compose and Reply only recently launched their beta, so we don't have enough data from those just yet. So this first story here is about a studio that's a pioneer in the gaming industry, and they deployed AI Summary to a large team of agents that used it to generate summaries for over 17,000 issues. Each time it was rated for accuracy, and we're very happy to see that 96% of them said it matched the ticket details correctly. Overall, the agents felt like it helped them save time and resolve issues faster, while leaders actually said it helped them find more opportunities for coaching and process improvement. Next. Our next story is about a mobile gaming studio known for their immersive strategy games. Their agents got to use AI Summary for a few weeks and were kind enough to provide some of their reactions. You might notice a theme, but they also felt like it helped them understand player needs more quickly. They liked that it summarizes key points from complex issues with multiple messages. But they also pointed out that it rephrases issues that might not be clear to the agent initially, so they spent less time trying to figure it out and more time helping. Next. This one is actually from Dang Stefan, who runs community management at Playa Games and was kind enough to talk about Copilot while speaking at Gamescom. While he had similar reactions for saving time and being more efficient, he pointed out another important use case for AI Summary, just like in the demo. When someone is taking over an ongoing case they hadn't worked on before, AI Summary will catch anyone up moments after getting the issue. They also pointed out the AI Compose and how great it will be to transform hastily written responses into something more professional, helpful to the player. So again, it's all about saving time and making the job easier for everyone. So last slide for stories, but there's actually two here that we wanted to share. This time it's about AI sentiment. The charts that you see here are snapshots for 179,000 issues, showing their sentiment from when the issue was created versus when the issue were finally resolved. This studio used sentiment to analyze the interactions and work towards reducing these negative experiences, resulting in a 13% increase in positive sentiment by the end of the issue. Then secondly, another studio that focuses on puzzle and casual games, they tested AI sentiment with similar goals in mind, and they observed a 15.6% increase in CSAT during their test period compared to issues without the feature. And that's it for me. I'll pass it off to Neha.
Thanks, Jason. So this slide showcases the correlation between CSAT and sentiment transitions. So if we look at the graph, there are three colors, right? So positive represents, green represents positive transitions, yellow represents neutral transition, and red one negative transitions. So from the graph, it is quite evident that positive sentiment transition drives the higher customer satisfaction, right? And it also highlights the importance of turning neutral or negative experiences to positive ones through effective resolution and better engagement. And that can happen through AI Agent Copilot. Next is overall impact on key metrics. As Jason highlighted earlier, our early beta adopters have been using AI sentiment and AI summary for quite some time, and they have seen a great improvement in all the metrics that are shown here. Human TTFR improved by a whopping 43%, then handling time improved by 9%, and TTR improved by 6%. So that's the initial, insight from the early adopters. Talking about AI Agent Copilot general availability, as you all know, all of our features were running in beta for some time, and I'm glad to share that the GA of AI Agent Copilot will be launched soon, around second week of April, and the pricing is add-on pricing per agent. So brands will be charged based on the number of agents. For more details, I request you to contact your account managers and CSMs. Now, what is coming next in the AI agent Copilot, right? We have all the features that we have seen and the capabilities that it offers today. But there are much more capabilities that we are going to add in the future. So first feature is multilingual support for all the features. Currently, we only do support in English, but in future, we are going to support multiple languages. Then we are going to bring advanced dashboard analytics for brands in order to take data-driven decisions. Data is very crucial, and we know that, and that's where we are going to bring advanced analytics so brands can, gauge the performance of this metrics. Then we will also be working on some critical enhancements for these features. So if you are a Helpshift customer and not yet signed up for the beta, then please go ahead. The beta links are already provided in the chat. Also, you must have been popped up with a questionnaire, like what feature enhancement would you like us to prioritize for this? So please share your responses. Now I'll hand it over to Jason again to facilitate the Q&A.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, now it's time for some questions. I know Tanya's actually been pretty busy answering them in the chat so far, but we wanted to take a look and see if there's any other questions that we can address for you that haven't been answered already. Tanya, I do see one here that says, are you able to purchase different features or is it all in one?
So currently, we are offering the whole suite together, and brands can decide whether they want to use a single feature or all the features together. Though our recommendation would be to use all of them together to see the best results.
Great. That's the only question left so far, unless anybody wanted to know anything else. Oh, here we go. We have another one. We got a couple more. Good. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get going on these. Is there a minimum number of agents we can enroll in the feature?
No, you can add as many.
And then another question here about analytics. Are the enhanced analytics coming for everyone or only those who purchase AI features?
So the enhanced analytics that we shared are related to the Copilot suite. Basically, the insights that can be derived by using Copilot suite, the adoption of the suite, different issue types which have negative sentiment attached to it, uh, and basically everything around these four features.
I know that Neha actually covered this in one of her previous slides, but the most common question I think I get that would be good to reiterate is whether personal player data is being retained or if it's being used to train a model. Do we want to go ahead and just answer that again?
Sure. So as I said earlier, we are not using any of our customer data for training purposes. For PII, we have a strong PII masking mechanism which masks the PII before sending to the LLM. And for agents reference, we unmask it again. So from security side, we have all those guardrails in place.
Awesome. Thank you. Just taking a look at the other questions that we got in. Is there a way to specify proper nouns or game-specific names so that they aren't flagged erroneously by the spell or grammar checking feature?
That's a great question, and we've got that feedback from multiple customers. Currently, uh, it does flag the proper nouns, but in future we will work on improving that and providing it a dictionary based on the app. I hope I answered the question.
This is a good follow-up question, actually, about the personal information. Jeremy wanted to know, how does the zero retention work if the summarization draws from previous replies? Is it only for context sent to the LLM and not training?
That's exactly right.
Yes.
So, yeah, Neha, you can go ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We are just saving it for context for LLM, and it is not getting used for training purposes. It is just for the context.
Awesome, sounds
Uh,
good.
yeah, there's another question that I frequently get from customers is how do we handle hallucination? To throw some light on that front, we have backend mechanism through which we track hallucination on every response. And if it is below a certain threshold, we do not suggest a response. We do not let AI to suggest a response to the agent. In future iterations, we also plan to add hallucination reports on the dashboard so that it can be monitored by the brand for the quality.
There was a great question too. I think we wanted to reiterate. The question was, so that AI gets their responses from previously responded tickets, right? So how do we know that those responses were accurate? Do you consider CSAT or final sentiment from the other tickets to assess how good a response was to teach the AI how to behave?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Um, so we try to get through AI, like we try to get the whole context of the issue and only then match it against the context of the current issue. So it's not just like uh, what was the sentiment of the user or what the CSAT rating was, but we look at the whole ticket journey throughout and then find similar issues. So after finding, top three matches, then we compose a response for the agent to send across to the user.
Thank you. Here's another great question that came in. If there's info in the summary that we identify as incorrect, is there a way to flag this so that the feature learns from this mistake?
So there is a feedback option on the summary. So brands or agents can share the feedback, and once if they have any issue with the summary, they can do thumbs down, and there's a comment option that will come, and they can share what exactly they did not like about it. So we have internally we have a report, so we which we periodically check and then update the model. Definitely, model is not picking up automatically as of today, but on periodic basis we do check that data and update our models accordingly.
Here's a question about the multilingual support. So regarding upcoming multilingual support, how is that expected to work if we use AI translations as well? Right now, an agent can write a reply in English and use the translation feature to have that sent to the player in their own language. How would the AI summary suggested reply work in that case?
So, in case the agent understands a language which is other than English, so they can write a response in that language and then send it to AI to perform all the functions necessary, right? That way, it can be a direct response in that language. But in case the agent only is aware about English and does not know any other language, so first they can type their responses in English, perform functions like AI summary or spell check and other functions, and then they can translate it through language AI and then send it across to the user. So basically, the sequence of applying language AI feature would vary depending on what languages the agent know.
Great, thank you. This is a pretty good one too. A lot of people might not know, but after a year, issues get archived and they're no longer visible within the dashboard. So after they get archived, does AI look at those older tickets when suggesting a response?
No, it does not look at the archived issues. Generally, AI response or AI reply works really well when the ticket volume is higher. Like to share some ballpark number, if there are around 5K to 10K issues for an app in a month, then AI can respond very well. So high ticket volume is the key to get good responses. But answering the original question again, uh, no, we do not look at the archived issues at this point in time.
Okay, that was all the questions that we've gotten so far, unless anybody has any last minute ones they want to pop in. Otherwise, please reach out to your account team. We'd be happy to answer any other questions or give you more information that you need following this session. We'll also be sending a recording later today as well, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to pop to the next slide, we truly believe that Copilot will help your agents make better decisions quickly and improve the experience for your players. So thank you so much for listening. And again, please reach out to your account team if you would like to know more.